back here with Chiller Be Chilled 2023 Day 6 Water Womb World. I've learned my lesson about starting these games because half of them don't have title screens. They just throw you in there, and then I'm all discombobulated. I just got done recording Anatomy, and it was scary as hell, dude. I think I might, at the end of Chiller Be Chilled this year, I might do like a bit of a ranking and just like for which one scared me the most to the least, and that one's gonna rank pretty high, I think. We have before us Water Womb World. How long to beat says this game is about 17 minutes long, which tells me that it's just gonna be awful and just like riddled with scary stuff happening, and that it's gonna be the worst 17 minutes of my life. But hey, we got one more after this, so why would I not be happy about all this? Let's just open it, shall we? See how this goes for us. Full screen, I guess. Start. Though I am a Christian man, I have long forsworn any contentment in its perverted superstitions. The mysticism, the rituals, I know they are all articulations of a deeper material fact. In older times, it was seen that the order of the scientific world and the perfection of God's plan confirmed each other at every turn. Well, I still believe this to be the case, although in an unorthodox way. In quite an unorthodox way, in fact. Oh, I did not realize what this game was like. The Loch Ness Monster! My lifelong work has been to find the origin point of man's fall from grace. It has taken me all over the world, but I believe I am closer than ever to finding the truth. I'm heading deep into the ocean, into a region they call Gaspar's Zone. I have everything I need in my submersible lab. I hope to find some answers soon. I don't know why I didn't consider that a game with water in the title would be underwater. Soon I will tread on the holy seabed where the spirit blew life into the increate mantle. I don't want to do water stuff. Oh, I didn't realize. Research? Okay. I have lit my path to submersible's lights. It is a blessed day. Before I leave, I ought to fill up my tank and grab some nets for specimen collection. I'm going to need both if I'm going to continue my research. No. I should find more samples before I begin my studies. Nets replenished. Consider them as replenished as it gets. I'm looking pretty good. For the length of time that lasts. Even with my lights, it's still quite dark out here. Well, as long as they're on, I'm sure I'll be fine. Madeline? I need you again! I just have to remember that the entrance back into the lab is the furthest spot south. I hope to find some good specimens here, whether by sifting through the silt or netting some fish. I must remember that the live specimens will try to evade me, but I should not give up hope as they cannot swim too far away. I must also remember that if I sift at one position, it would be a waste to sift there again until later. I should try to find one live sample via my net. This is just gonna sound scary. It's just gonna happen while they're giving me this tutorial. One live sample via my net and also 2 samples from sifting. That should be sufficient for now. Time to begin. May God guide me. Okie doke. Let's sift here. Sifting is in progress. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. Good. I guess I'm always facing the same way, so I know I can always just mash south if I want to return home. If anything, I'll keep looking. More sifting is gonna happen now. Why can't I go forward? Oh, I guess I'm already. This is just like a very small area which I'm examining. I guess I just want to do sifting through every area I click. Let's try to throw a net, why don't we? Oh, no, I have to see a fish for that to be a thing. Is that it? Inventory, nothing. Sift silt. What are you hoping to find down here exactly? The point at which man fell from grace? Are you sure fish are going to be the way towards that? Hey, we're really not finding much down here, I gotta be honest with you. Oh, I heard a really loud bloopity bloopity. But... Don't be a shark. I didn't find anything okay. Hey! Hang on, maybe I should do this much more methodically. Let's return to the lab, why don't we? How am I looking? I'm looking pretty good. Fine. Refill my tank and my nets. Good thing we have infinite supplies of those. I should find samples before... Yeah, right, okay. Let's just sip silt every left or right here. We're gonna find something horrifying in the ground in one of these, aren't we? I'm just hoping to find, like, a nice fish shell or something. Well, I can't even go right from here anymore. I found a poached Lapsarian adamite skull. It looks quite old. It may reveal something. I will study it when I get back to the lab. You know I will, but not before we sift some more silt. What are you hoping to catch with a net? I don't know that we'll find anything useful here net-wise, pal. Why does it have to be the bottom of the ocean? And why do you have your hands out like that? Also, this doesn't seem like the prime sifting... Oh, just shut up, me. Just shut up, me. You didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. Oh, this is really unusual and unsettling. I didn't find anything. I'll keep looking. You know I will. I'm just ready to get there, man. Well, they're gonna bring us to the absolute darkest part of the map, and then something's gonna jump out at us. I guess we probably just want to be researching the skulls. Oh, I could have sworn a moment ago you said you'd study this one in particular when you got back So I guess you want to find all the spooky stuff. Is that it? You daredevil, you. Let's just continue the sifting of the silt. It's being sifted, all right. You know what? Maybe we start from the darkest part. Oh, this is as dark as it gets. Oh, okay. I guess we're not going ahead to the next light until we find whatever it is we're looking for in these other ones. Right. Sifting is in progress. A dive mask, likely an odor mate by the looks of it. It only has one large window to see from. Might be worth looking at back in the lab. I would contend that all of this is worth looking at the lab. From the lab. I love that the E is like freaking up and down. It's like, you have to mash it. This is a speed run. Ultimate. What did we just... Oh, I see. I need to be mapped. That's not the net button. Net. Got him. I'll check out the specimen when I get back to the lab. I've been blessed with a bounty to research. It's time to go back to the lab and begin. I can barely contain myself. And all my life's work has led up to this moment. Sure has. Nothing be scary in the lab. Even though I've been down here but briefly, I can feel God working in my heart and opening my mind. She's just everywhere, isn't she? Is the original sin of man, the original temptation, was that God opening the mind too? I won't give it too much credit now. I guess you said you're a Christian, so that God's he. I'm alone here, but I feel the comfort of the Holy Spirit and connectedness to all things. The human being was made in the image of God, a divine mirror of creation that was made imperfect by our sin. I can feel it sometimes in the strangeness of my body, as if I was once connected to the source and severed from it. It was as if I was once a thing rooted in a vat. Hey, can I look at the mirror real quick? I don't like that we're doing a lot of pontificating, like sort of just in the middle of the room. It was as if I was once a thing rooted in a vaster hole, but I was violently removed and left to float feeling of my own. Well, as I said, I should get to work. Before we replenish nets and refill tank and look in mirror. We're not saying we're looking pretty good anymore? I think you look fine. Look at your eyes and their ability to blink. Researching is in progress. Yep, it's a skull. Adamite skull, partially fossilized remains of a son of Adam. Meaning a human? Or like the first human. Contains 5% ancestral corruption. By approximate calculations, this human lived for about a millennium and was born 10 generations after the primeval fall. High bone density suggests aquatic life. Well, damn, you just proved religion in like half an hour at the bottom of the ocean. Imagine what you could do with an entire team. You really shouldn't have gone by yourself. Fascinating. This person was extremely close to the source of Genesis, the birth of all creation. They lived to be very, very old and have only just a trace of degeneration. The bone density. Yes, one of the pillars of aqua-edenic studies is that early man lived underwater. Countless generations have passed in such a time, and the form of sons of Adam, the sons of Adam take now is a very different. I can only imagine what it looked like to be so pure, so near the state of grace. I'll load up the next sample. Dive mask production date mid-20th century. Rubber-skirted dive mask ornamented with various Christograms of biblical inscriptions. So you were not the first one went here in search of God and stuff. Why is it called Gaspar's Zone? This mask would prove that I'm not the first one to explore Gaspar's Zone. However, this area is entirely remote, meaning whoever was here for a purpose. Judging by the crucifixes on the strap, I imagine explorers were sent here by the church, in quotations. There are certain divisions in the papal conclave who are in the know, but some would prefer to occlude the truth from the world. Were these explorers limited by more traditional factions? What did they discover? Where are they now? I think the better question is, in how many places are they now? How many pieces were they cut into? We'll take a look at the next sample. A whole fish. Ancient fish, carbon dating estimation 10,000 years. Laser vivisection yielded fish fed on native coral farms. You just split it in half? You didn't bother taking a moment to study its coloration or behavioral patterns? Just like, alright, ancient fish could be the only one in the world. Hypercalcified bone, structure tensile, strength matching modern metamaterials. Amazing, this fish may have very well been alive during the time of the pre-deluge patriarchs. Patriarchs? This very well may confirm the theory of Gaspar's Zone being located in or around Edenic ground. Oh, Edenic. Well, okay, like as in Eden. But how? Some of suspension of space-time? Or some biological deceleration of the aging process? I must conduct a more extensive search. Soon I should go out for more samples. What is the longest-lived creature on Earth? Because I'm pretty sure there are, like, fish that can live for thousands of years. It's probably getting some underwhelming thing like a bacteria. You gotta calm down. You gotta just relax. It's the bottom of the ocean, but it's stylized, and we should appreciate the artistry rather than just panic and blubber our way through the whole thing. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, the longest-lived creature on Earth is apparently a clam that can live to be 507 years old. So 10,000 is considerable. I mean, I thought that seemed like a lot, but I was like, maybe it's possible. Stuff in the ocean lives a long time. Must conduct a more extensive search, soon I should go out for more samples. Oh yes, but not before we look at the mirror. I can't pick anything. Oh, okay. We're just supposed to be hearing the noises and considering that now, I guess. What was that? A whale? Sounded even bigger. I should go check outside. The hell you should! Why am I not allowed to replenish nets or research or refill tank or anything? Oh, okay, this is just the end of the game, right? We're gonna open this and there's just gonna be some nonsense out here. The lights are out! Damn! But something stirs in me. Oh Lord, even in this darkness, I know you are with me. Your word is a light to my feet and a lamp to my path. Guide me. Throw net! Throw net? Or just mash forward, maybe. Maybe that's the play. You're not a whale. Throw net! Throw net! Throw net! Forward. Back. Left. Right. Son of Adam, I beseech thee. Your forebears abandoned the tree of life and ate of the fruit of knowledge. You walk a contrary path. You will leave this place, or you will exchange one life for another. Die as a man, or join God in full flesh. To hear the voice of your God is to return, origin word, back into the womb where words would fail. I love the W alliteration I had going there. It's much like the title. Know this now. I am but his created messenger. This is all I know. Ignore my many tentacles. They are not here to sting and zap you. They are for hugging, I promise. I am but his created messenger. This is all I know. Son of Adam, I beseech thee. I beseech thee. I beseech thee. An angel? I think it's a jellyfish! An emissary of the Lord. Amazing. Your visage even matches the description in the deciphered Genesis Apocryphon. It does? Why? Why did they write that? To see such sights. Can it be possible? But what did their message mean? Full flesh in God? I can't postpone my search any longer. I am closer than ever and I will find the truth. I must find more samples. Oh, you are, decidedly no longer with I. Hey, I think you're like an angel already. Better replace the nets and the oxygen and go out and find some more samples. Time changed up. I ought to find 2 lab specimens and 1 object in the silt. Feels as if I barely even need this oxygen underwater anymore. I'm closer to God than ever. I'm not sure being close to God means not breathing. That's not how I would categorize it, but I'm not religious. Ninjas? Oh, I found something the first go. Interesting, this coral's color is similar to the red pigmentation that I found in that ancient fish. I should collect it. Blood? You mean blood? Right, okay, well, they said there would only be 1 thing in the soil, and then 3 live samples, so I guess we just walk around until we find live samples to net. Oh, I found one and I ran away from it like an idiot. Hang on, it's gotta be right here somewhere. Fish, where did you go? It looks like the Arapema, but like, at a billion miles under the ocean. Oh, I'm supposed to be going slow. Am I? Cheeky fish, where'd you go? There you go. Yeah, oh, it's a cheeky fish. Get back here, you. You are the fastest fish. Oh, what's all the wibbly wobbly at the bottom of the screen? God, this fish is elusive. Come back here, the net. Got him. I'll check out this specimen when I get back to the lab. We said we wanted another specimen, right? So, like, we have to walk around to something else. That's not awesome. To the lab with us. Excellent. Now I gotta go back to the lab to review my research. It's been interesting some of you down here. The dark and gloom is almost a comfort to me. I'm reminded of Moses seeing God in the luminous dark, the undifferentiated infinitude, incomprehensible to the created mind. I think maybe you let the pressure get to you a bit, and this is just... I'm not sure what you're seeing is really correlated to what you're saying, but I believe I can know God, and I will know God. Once I return to the lab and look in the mirror and find I have even fewer eyes than before. It is strange, perhaps it is just exhaustion from my swimming, but I feel a bit dizzy. I think that's probably with the weird fish that you've gathered. Probably they are poisonous after being at the bottom of the ocean forever. A beatific lightness has entered my mind. I'm not sure if I know what that word means. As in, I'm certain I don't. The knowledge I've gained over the years seems to fly from me just at the moment I'm learning the ultimate truth. Well, there's nothing to do but press on. And look in the mirror. I don't even have eye sockets anymore. There's just kind of a hole there. I love how we went from looking pretty good to just, I don't have eyes. Better replenish those nets and then, can I head out already again? Think I have enough samples to study for today. I should research what I have already. Oh, it's been multiple days, has it? Surely we're going to look at this last fish and it's going to be like, really should not have looked at this. Pick this one up. Deathless fish. Cross-analysis with previous fish sample. Fish age exceeds previous estimations. Born sometime in the Jurassic period. Cellular growth abnormal. Almost completely still. Stomach contents reveal more native coral forms. DNA contains proto-human proteins. This fish is even older. Good thing we have the Cyber Catechism version 1.0. They ironed out a lot of the bugs from the 0.9. It would tell you that this fish was actually a person at one point or something stupid like that. Amazing. Almost impossible. There's some common link between this life form and our own. I notice as well this fish, as well as the others, are lacking eyes. Not unheard of among fish in the deep ocean. Madeline. Yeah? I'm not certain this person is very bright. I know I looked in the mirror like 6 times. How did I not realize this? Not unheard of among fish in the deep ocean. But even blind fish can sense the difference between light and darkness. These fish lack that capacity completely. And more of that odd coral in the gut. What does it mean? There must be something. Is it remnants of the apple? The really important one? All of a sudden, I feel like I must eat this thing. Deathless fish too. Unknown morphology. 50% of sample consists of coral polyp. Oh, wait, God is coral? Age again exceeds multiple geologic periods. Secretion of unknown stowed substance. DNA contains protohuman proteins. Hey! Don't eat the coral! So old. Impossibly old. The ancient of days. Time seems to spiral out in front of me. This is a horrifying fish, by the way. It's got like a partially human face and like a nose. The divine plan imprinted in all things. How old is it? It's telling me to eat the things I find at the bottom of the ocean. This fish seems to have been close to the origin of life itself. I'll take a look at the next thing. Red coral, origin unknown, error, studied with proto-human neuron, hyper-capable of creating consciousness field, womb of God, error. What does it mean? I can barely read this, my own sight seems to be failing. Perhaps decompression sickness? This was my theory. But it seems greater than that. Like the symbols of the world are falling from their place. I feel so... the light. Another angel. Oh Lord, I can feel your love. It looks dark to me, not light. Oh, am I meant to go look at the mirror? Oh, we want to go outside, do we? Make sure you refill that tank. Really get a good refill on that tank. I'm not certain you understand the importance of the tank and not taking it off when you were outside. Let's research before we go outside. Oh, there's no option. Out we go! Into the beyond! Is this coral? Do I have throw net? 9. And then it pops up in a little dialogue box. Water, womb, world. Are these eyes or that? He's like, well, I'm not going back out there. A dot and a dot and a dot. Hunger. I am hunger. Go in. Join angels. Join God. I was trying. Oh, I see. We're taking the tank off. No need. Research? Replenish nets. No need. You're right. Even if we're gonna lose our minds and lose our eyes and just dive into the empty water with no tank on, at least we've got 3 nets. You're right. There's no need to replenish those. I am. It was a statement. Out we go. Must find it. The coral? Into the... Feed on coral. Num 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 num. Eat the coral. More. Eat everything we find at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, I saw a coral to feed on. More. Oh, I can do it again. I don't have to leave there. There's more coral right here. This is the best water room world. Num num num. Num num num. Delicious, delicious coral. Hey, there are more of you. Guys, how about the coral around here? Is it good to eat or what? I'm going down, or are you going up? It's all a matter of perspective. That's a lot of coral. I could eat it until I die. What part of you is that? Do I need to censor that? And we get... Oh, a game by Yames. An excellent game by Yames. That was super cool. I love that sort of, that kind of visual style where it's, I'm not sure what the word is, where it's got that sort of like pop poster comic book effect where it's all sort of made in like specks and dots. It was a really, really cool art style that had. Interesting, again, with these sort of shorter ones, it's like, I bet there's something really, really thoughtful behind it that I've yet to really scratch the surface of. My base reaction to that is just like, is it about the dangers of the pursuit of truth? Maybe we're better off not knowing? Not literally about where humanity came from, because probably the answer to that is really boring, actually, but, well, by my account, but like, in the sense of, is pursuit of the truth for only the sake of knowing the truth worth it, or should you have a better motivation? Because truth can be sort of elusive, and so if all you care about is the truth, and it's not something you don't actually want to do anything with that information, like share it with people or anything like that, you just want to know, you're never gonna know, because there's a lot of stuff to know. And even these things can't carry it all. That was way cool. And of course tapped into the very, unknown and mystifying and weird elements of the very bottom of the ocean. It's weird to think that there are things down there that have just been stirring. Because, I mean, well, the 500 years thing is the longest recorded creature that we know about, but there are tons of things we don't know about. And it's just weird to think that there are creatures alive now that, like, in the depths there that have just been slowly stirring and swimming around since medieval times or whatever, right? Since before your grandparents were even conceived. But then is that not the ultimate truth? creatures that live that long and just sort of live on instinct and impulse, eating, sleeping, fornicating. Maybe that's the truth that was at the bottom of the ocean. Is that the most sophisticated beings just live to eat and seek their bliss. I think I spent too long in my brain right now. That was very, very cool. And I'm thankful it wasn't too dense with the jump scares and all. I appreciate that. It was certainly unsettling. I hope I never ever see that jellyfish face thing again. So that's all for this video. Next video on the channel is going to be some more. Yeah! And come back tomorrow for day 7, the last day of Chill or Be Chill 2023. Probably going to need Madeline for that one again. Game's probably just going to be scary. We're going to need an adult. But it's seeming like I'm just barely going to make it through this whole Chill or Be Chill thing, doesn't it? I might have to not do this in 2024. I love horror stuff, but man, do I not handle it well in the slightest. Thank you so very much for coming around to this video. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace!